Good morning, Arizona. Hopefully I didn't just startle literally everybody. It's playoff time. Here we go. We're doing this. We started this back in October, I think, and we started with 60 teams. It's 6-0 because I'm a little insane about this whole thing. And now we're down to 12. Only 12 remain, and after today it's going to be 8. And we've got a whole lot to talk about. In the sense that we have 2 games going on at the moment. They're going to be kicking off just momentarily. We're going to get you right to them in just a few. I believe they are kicking off right now. Let's go ahead and take a look over at... Let's go ahead and bring this one down. We've got...
Number 29 returns the kick.
Yep, there we go. We got that. Heading over. Just missed the kickoff, but going on right now, we have 2 games. I'm not sure if I'm being joined by RJ today or not. But for the moment, it's just me. I'm Bryan. Hi. And this is the first round of the South Tucson Youth Football Playoffs. Big first playoff from scrimmage. Holy shit. Moist Adventures, the 9 seed, and an at-large bid out of the Child Services Conference, the best conference in the season this year. Just making their intentions known. A big throw downfield, 46-yard catch for J.D. Holden. And that's the beauty, is that these kids don't want to be playing in their last game. They want to keep this momentum going. There's Spencer Gifts, the quarterback. Ball is loose. I think it was still recovered by Moist Adventures. It's 2nd and 3 in the red zone. We're going to stick with this one before we go to our featured game. We're showing both games. Both games are of equal importance. Right now we're watching the 8 seed Holy Balls on defense in their own red zone already. There's a first down, stopped at the 5. Marty Mason and Moist Adventures, the 9 seed, an at-large bid. Holy Balls, the 8 seed, the champions out of the American Freedoms Conference. They defeated Hacking Jeans in that championship game. They were awarded an 8 seed. Spencer Gifts with the fake handoff. Play action, runs it right in. I guess it's not play action if he doesn't throw it, but yeah. Fakes the handoff and easily lumbers his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And Moist Adventures get off to a freezing start, 7-0 inside a minute against the 8 seed. We got one other game going on right now. We're keeping an eye on it. It is this one. That is a punt. I believe Extreme Dentistry, the 5 seed, were forced to punt from their own half of the field. There we see Greg McMuffin, the quarterback of Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. They are the champions out of the Blue Collar Conference, the BCC. They got the 12 seed, so they got an automatic bid by being the champions, and then McMuffin taken down by Christian Mays right off the bat. Yes, Spencer Gifts is hyped by middle school scouts. Oh no, these kids are about 11, 12, 13. Hold on a second. Let's get over there. We missed a touchdown. A 46-yard run for Rusty Petway. Holy Balls have just answered in 10 seconds. And let's see, the handoff bounces off the line and has clear daylight all the way to the end zone. It is all kicking off at the Muni for Holy Balls and Moist Adventures. 7-7 inside a minute and like 11 seconds. Incredible. So for those who might not be too familiar with what's going on, we've got, this is the playoffs. There are 12 teams. They were seeded, ranked 1 through 12. The top 4 teams receive first-round byes, so they will await the winners of the 2 games going on right now and the 2 games that are going on right after. You can see our ticker at the bottom. Yet to be updated, but, you know, we're getting there. Holy crow, this is happening very quickly. There we go.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards.
There we go. Yeah, and
second and 3.
head back to our feature game. I'm afraid to click away from this one, but we're gonna keep an eye on that one very quickly. Holy cow. Yeah, so for those not as familiar with what's been going on, South Tucson Youth Football, if you're new to this thing, then let me explain. This is a youth football league in the town of South Tucson, Arizona. I and my Twitch channel have been hired to broadcast them for you. This is our 4th season. It's comprised of 60 teams, and you may think that's a lot of children in a small town in Arizona. And I'm going to tell you, don't think about that. It's fine. Just don't. It's probably for the best you don't. They probably bust a lot of them in, and they pump them full of steroids because, you know, they're like 11, 12, and 13, maybe 14-year-olds. So, like, they're just before high school. 10, 11, 12, 13, I think that's like middle school age, yeah. And there are 60 teams, 10 teams in each conference, and they play a 10-game season. And then there are 6 conference championship games where the 2 winners of each division within the conference play against each other. It's just like college football schedule sort of thing. And then we have a 12-team playoff, and the 12-team playoff is what we're starting now. And so those 6 conference champions get automatic bids, and then the other 6 spots are given to the selection committee, are deprived of food, water, and sleep, and outside contact with the outside world until they determine who those other 6 teams are going to be to round out the playoffs, and they seed them in a bracket. We are seeing the first round right now. This is Extreme Dentistry, the 5 seed. They're an at-large pick out of the Big Small Business Conference. Been a really good conference this year. They have 3 teams in their in the playoffs for them. I believe it's Extreme Dentistry, the Mulch Hut, and Rancho Robusto, the #1 overall seed. We see a touchdown. We just missed one. Moist Adventures taking the lead again. Oh, this is... I kind of want to stick with this one right now, but we're seeing Extreme Dentistry. They are in the red zone, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one. They already got that. There's so many things I gotta click back and forth on for this. But let's see, Extreme Dentistry stopped at the 3. Gonna be a little bit more, a little less banter today, a little bit more commentary. Usually when we have the regular season games, we kind of just banter. RJ hopefully joining me at some point today. It'd be great if he does. If not, we'll just take it through it ourselves. Oh, ball is loose, picked up, and stuffed for a loss of 4 yards. 4th and goal. They're probably gonna kick it. Let's go ahead and see if Extreme Dentistry will make the kick. Yep, they're gonna go for 3 on this one and take the lead. So again, we have the 8 versus the 9 Holy Balls, an automatic bid as the conference champion, taking on Moist Adventures, an at-large bid as the 9 seed. Gonna head over to that one again, and we just clicked away from Extreme Dentistry, the 5 seed and at-large bid out of the Big Small Business Conference, and Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash, the champions out of the BCC. Well, you say that there's a dentist as the head coach, but I mean, I wouldn't know necessarily if any of these coaches are qualified football coaches. They basically all have regular jobs that usually are linked to the sponsor. You know, I know you know, one of the coaches, the coach of Moist Adventures, Mason Moore, is a very good coach. Obviously brought the team to the playoffs. Oh, they're gonna air that one out. It's caught. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, almost had that one. Oh man, well they are just moving downfield, or at least trying to. Holy. And going up the middle with that one, flag on the play.
Personal foul, face mask.
And we got a face mask again, so, you know, the usual drink.
Still first down.
You know, Moist Adventures, they've had a pretty solid, You know, they were the 4 seed overall last year with a 7-3. And Holy Balls are going to score and tie this one up. LaRon Dickerson hangs onto it himself, gets the touchdown. And ties this one up at 14 apiece. We are not going away from this game just yet. This one has a lot more story to tell. I can tell you right now that Extreme Dentistry, let's go ahead and click over there. They are, they have the ball back, forced a punt from Big Paul's. And that's a nice 14-yard rush for Gerard Jude. They're already in the second quarter. We're going to stick with this game for the moment. But Moist Adventures have had a pretty strong, they've been a pretty strong side in the last 2 years. They made the playoffs as they started out in the second season. Oh boy, here it goes. There goes Spencer Gibbs, 27 yards. How could anyone pull away from this game right now? These are definitely two teams with playoff pedigrees. Holy Balls, this is their third playoff. They were the 6th seed in the first season back in 2016. They went 8-3, and they lost in the first round to Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair. That was back when it was only an 8-team playoff before they expanded in the 16-17 season. They also made the playoffs again in the 2016-2017 season as the 6th seed. Again, a 7-4 record. They lost in the first round again, this time to the 11th seed Twin Towers Construction. They missed out last year. 2017-18 season was the first time they missed out on the playoffs. They had a bit of an off season. They finished the season at, let me find their record, 5-5. So they have never had a losing season. But they've also never won in the playoffs, and Spencer Gifts is just taking them, just backing them down completely. I'm going to cut over for just a moment. And there's the touchdown to Daryl Hollis. It's another touchdown for Moist Adventures. Meanwhile, Extreme Dentistry forced to kick another field goal. We've got 2 games for you at the moment. Now let's see the kickoff of the moment. St. Brett's. Yeah, why not? It's like, who's Brett? I don't know if it's St. Brett. He's one of them. We just needed a name.
Number 21 set to return.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the Gray Bits donation. I promise I will be tallying Gray Bits going forward, and I'll be. I'm going to be, for followers and for subscribers and stuff like that, I'm going to be adding perks. That's going to especially be if you are a particular higher donor of Gray Bits. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I am going to be keeping track. So don't think that your Gray Bits donations are going to waste. And usually I have a commentary partner. I don't know what happened. I hope he's all right. I hope he forgot or something like that, but maybe he'll join us for a little bit. But if not, you got me, and it'll be fine. Usually there's a little bit more banter and off-topic, random shit we talk about here. I'm also kind of keeping an eye on the Man United Tottenham game because it's been a fun one. And we're gonna see there's a situation. No, Holy Balls. Hang on to this. We're gonna stick with this one till the end of the end of the first quarter. Because this one has just been wild. This is a first quarter score, 21-14, and Petway just up the middle, 13 yards. Man, if this is, recruiting is a big thing for next season. There's going to be a lot. These kids are potentially playing their last game ever in South Tucson Youth Football. And they don't want this season to end. They want their last game to be a championship game. And we're at the end of one. Holy balls. They are taking on Moist Adventures down by a touchdown, the 8 seed. It's going to head over to our live game for the moment, which is Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash, the 12 seed. Unable to get on the board just yet. Extreme Dentistry, the 5 seed. And Gerard Jude sacked again by Rodney Kane. But there are going to be a lot of new kids between the ages of 10 and 13 who want to play youth football here in South Tucson. They're going to be busting. They're going to be pumped full of steroids. They're going to be told by their parents that they won't be good enough if they don't win enough. I mean, and that's really the true, I mean, that is the purest form of youth sports, I think. You know, it's why I'm happy to do this gig for the town of South Tucson. It's why we have like the podcast itself, Stiff Competition, that we do this because it shows the true form of this art that is youth sports and the parents that control it. I don't know. I missed what happened, but I think there was a turnover. I don't know if it was just on downs. Moist Adventures have the football again in their own red zone. I'm going to stick with this one for just a moment. A good steroid golem. Rodney Kane and Rodney Abel, yes. Well, there are a whole bunch of new players, and if you haven't joined our Discord already, I'm going to post a link to our Discord in the chat. I think it might be in the thing as well. We have... there is a channel specifically to discuss future recruits to South Tucson Youth Football. Just a list of names of players that'll be coming in and, you know, how good they might be. Now, Extreme Dentistry getting the ball back, took the punt off the bounce. And Donnie Curry with that one. Let's head back to our bit of a wild game here. Moist Adventures. Holy balls, Moist Adventures up the middle. Marty Mason, 15 yards.
Gain 15 on the play.
And just to go a little inside the bit, each of these, if you're new to this, each of these teams have 3 players that so all the information's on the wiki, which I believe is linked below. There should be a wiki page for South Tucson Youth Football. But every player, every team has a bunch of kids playing, but they have 3 particularly stronger recruits. And you'll know them by their sillier names. So Spencer Gifts, you're looking at him right now, number 5, that's one of them. But there are definitely 3 players on each team that are known for being particularly good. Flag on the play of our other game.
Number 27 with the tackle. That's good for a gain of 16 yards.
Holden again, 71 yards. He's the preferred receiver of Spencer Gifts, but don't worry, because next season there are going to be a whole lot more recruits coming in. I think each team is going to have maybe about 7 or 8 recruits. That'll really just up the quality of football. Let's head over to our other game, and just in time we see the running back Khalif Horn. That's true. The thing is, okay, and I'll go inside the bit. When I've created these teams, I hit the random names button on Team Builder. And boy, I hope they fix Team Builder again, or else I'm not going to be able to do this next year. Team Builder exists right now, you just can't save teams, and that kind of concerns me. I hope they fix it, because it seems like up until just recently, like, people have still been able to use it. So hopefully it's just a temporary thing. But yeah, there are some really strange names that are just generated by the game itself. And now it's a matter of just, and then, you know, we just create a couple. But the thing is, what we're calling the recruits, the featured players, are going to be upped in status a little bit better. They're going to be the better players. And I think what might be a thing is there might just be a fantasy football league. Holy Balls just missed a field goal. I think they just went for the doink. Yep, the double. No double doink that time. Just a doink. A single doink. And there we go. So it is Holy Balls. No, sorry, Moist Adventures missed it. I apologize. And so Holy Balls have an opportunity to tie this game up yet again.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
We're seeing Holy Balls moving downfield really well. Extreme Dentistry, 13-0. Heading into the half pretty soon. Let's check in on that game just for a moment. And bear with me, I'm trying to update the scoreboard down below as quickly as I can.
Makes the catch. Number 47, the tackle at the 25-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
We're seeing Big Paws trying to make their way into the red zone for basically the first time, I think, all game. They're going to get in there. Greg McMuffin with a 6-yard pass, but it's not going to be enough. They go to the half. Down 13-0 to the 5-seed Extreme Dentistry. And here comes Holy Balls again. Do they get it? Dante Wynn just short of the goal line. His knee went down. Big Paws, I mean, they're a good team, but it was a weak conference. You know, I'm looking at the stats for Big Paws. Mexicanless Car Wash. And they are, you know, it's
personal foul, roughing the passer.
It really is something to see what they could do. You know, they make the playoffs again. This is Extreme Dentistry's first time in the playoffs. I think it's actually their first time with a winning season, which is amazing and great to hear. They went 7-3, 5-2 in conference, 6th ranked RPI. They've got some really good wins, but you know they were one of the stronger, more complete conferences this year. You know, the BCC, which is where Big Paws came out of, not really a strong year for them. You know, Big Paws went 7-4, 5-2. They beat Taxis Roadhouse in the championship game, which got them the BCC's only bid into the playoffs. And if I'm just kind of looking through the history for Big Paws. 4th and goal for Holy Balls here. They're gonna have to kick the field goal. Well, Big Paws made it to the semifinals in the 2016-2017 season. They were the 7th seed. They got a win over Del Grangos. They beat the 2 seed 1-800 in the quarterfinals. Lost to the Creamy Surprise, who are the eventual champions. Yep, that is the field goal is up, and it is good for Holy Balls. And last year, you know, Big Paws did not do it. The BCC, again, a surprisingly weak year. You know, only got 2 teams in last year. It had 3 teams in 2016-2017, so it's been kind of on a downslide. Meanwhile, the Big Small Business Conference, you know, starting to show that it's got some life to it. Go ahead and check back in on that game.
Number 47 makes the tackle. That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
And what we're looking at right now, I mean, yeah, Big Paws on the drive again. It was Tranquilo. Forgot about that. Tranquilo. Gonna miss Tranquilo.
Flag thrown on the play.
Up the middle, and a flag on the play
Personal foul. Face
for
mask.
Rusty Brown, which is not a name we
Defense.
came up with. That's going to be fun. A whole bunch of new names where it's like, oh, by the way, not one of ours.
Still first down.
Kind of looking through the BSB. Again, 3 teams this year only had the one. That was the eventual champions, the Marmalade Shack last season. Only had the auto bid of Cramblers the year before that. Did not have a single team in 2016. Of course, the playoffs were a little different format back in the first season. The first season, it was just there was no conference champion at auto bids. It was just top 8 made it in, and then 9 played 10 in a bowl game, and even that was won by Casa de Gordosa. They were the number 10 ranked team, and they beat number 9 1-800 Bayadad. So I'll pull up some other football game on. I hear there's another thing happening that I want an eye on as well. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Excellent. Got my side screen here as well. We're going to keep an eye on this one. We just missed a touchdown for Big Paul's. Meanwhile, we did just miss a touchdown for Moist Adventures. They're going to kick it. Let's go ahead and get those scores updated for you. 28-17 the score right now. We got a 1-score game here at the Muni for Extreme Dentistry. We're looking at a pretty close game here. Extreme Dentistry might have just gotten a little bit scared with how that turned out.
Smith with the return. Kickoff return to 21 yards. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. 47 Mike. Set.
And they're just gonna stick with their running game. Oh, actually, sorry, they just threw it there. But Gerard Jude, pretty good passing stat. I think it said it was 11 for 13. Oh, Phillip Rivers' children. God, that'd be great if like some of the recruits were just like clearly children of. Oh my God, I should just have like we have the Thibodeaus. I should just have one recruiting class that's just a whole bunch of Cromarties. I might just do that if I'm getting desperate. Maybe in 2020 that happens. But yeah, all I need to do is make sure I can save on Team Builder. Please fix it, EA. And yeah, I just got the game up right before I saw that long TD pass. JTP, thank you. Meanwhile, let's keep an eye on this other game. So I believe has just finally gone to the half. Holy crap.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Check, tight right. Pull out there, check the outs out there. 3 down.
Yeah, I understand that Holy Balls kicked a field goal to end the half, so they've got the ball, and Extreme Dentistry in the red zone again. Gerard Jude out of the shotgun, one back alongside him. Fakes the handoff. They didn't bite on the fake. He only gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Let's head over to the other game. Holy Balls charging downfield. They're down by 8. They're on the 36. We'll keep an eye on that one as it happens. As they get into the red zone. Another same thing. Oh, Jude just flattened by Whiskey Caravan. Oh, that's star lineman Whiskey Caravan. And Horn again up the middle, 3-yard rush. Maybe have to go back to the
4th down.
Field goal is up. It is good. And a little bit more daylight there. They just, they're up by 9, and here come Big Paul's. Good rush, good return from Marlon Webster. 21 yards. And Holy Balls lined up at the 20. They're in the red zone. 19, actually, if I look at that number. And that's a catch! And a touchdown for Obi Turner. What a layout catch. And you got to imagine they're going to go for 2 points on this one to try to tie it up. Yes, it is a real kick in the teeth for Big Balls. Yep, they're going to go for 2. See if they can tie this one up. Marshall Hawk just had a catch for Big Balls. They're moving down the field. Nope, sacked. It's going to stay a 2-point game as we head back to Big Paul's and Extreme Dentistry, the 5 and the 12, as we get to the end of the third quarter pretty soon. Melvin Blanco, 10-yard catch, first down, and they are over the 50. Up the middle and good for a first down. It's Marshall Cock again, the running back for Big Paul's.
Second and 10. Number 34 with the reception.
That's going to bring us to the end of 3. 16-7. As Moist Adventures trying to extend their lead from 2 points. Daryl Hollis enough for the first down.
Call it a gain of 11 yards.
He's got 2 touchdowns on 19 yards for Moist Adventures, so he is definitely their short gaining red zone receiver of choice for Spencer Gifts in this offensive heavy game. And that's the thing, the winner of this game is going to be facing the number 1 seed, Rancho Robusto, plus-sized warehouse, next week. So, man, Rancho Robusto, who know how to put points on the board, it's going to be a shootout again. They're going to be up in for it. We missed the actual attempt, but I believe Big Paul's went for it on 4th and did not convert. We're going to stick with this one because they're in the red zone. Go ahead and show you right now. Extreme Dentistry is driving downfield. They're on their own 26. Big Paul's went for it on 4th and did not get it. Spencer Gifts lowers his shoulders. And 9 yards for a first down. Now, these kickers don't have the kind of range you're used to if you watch college or pro football. So, when you're in that kind of, when you're at like the 35 or the 30-yard line, that's too far for these kickers to even make it. So you kind of just have to accept the fact you got to go for it. There's a huge gap, a huge length of the field where you have to basically go for it. That was a whole lot of love with a catch and a 2nd and 8 for Moist Adventures. They're going to hand it off again, and that's going to be another 2, 3rd and 6. Marty Mason really, only 8 rushes. I feel like he's been handed off to him a lot more often. Yeah, these kids are dumb as hell, and easily the least athletic kids are given the job of punter and kicker.
Number 14, the intended receiver on the play. 4th down.
Well, we're going to see a field goal attempt. Like we're going to see about a 24-yarder. Up and good. Moist Adventures. A 5-point lead now
Gilmore deep to return.
over Holy Balls. We're going to head back over to that game. It's 4th and 2. And we're going to see a punt for Extreme Dentistry. They're going to let this clock burn out as much as they can. Give it under 3 minutes for Big Paws to get 2 scores. Holy Balls are starting from their own 38. That's a heck of a booming punt. That was a nice little coffin corner. There's no way that child meant to do that. That must have just been an accident in favor of that child. But nevertheless, Big Paws starting from their own 16-yard line. Greg McMuffin has the cannon of an arm. He's going to go short. And Desmond Burton able to get enough after the carry, or after the reception, for a first down. They're going to be going hurry up here. They need 2 scores. They're down by 9. That's going to be another first down. Jordan Brown. And again, in South Tucson Youth Football, anytime there's a first down, the clock stops until the ball is placed. And I gotta tell you, that punt might have just saved Extreme Dentistry the game. Let's go ahead and check in. They are really just pushing it downfield, our Big Paws, with little resistance. Holy Balls are inside their 30. We're going to keep an eye on that one. They're down by 5. Big Paws, another first down. They are just not being stopped. We're sticking with this one because the time is just so close to being over at 0. We're still not in the 4th quarter yet of the other games. Oh, and a sack of Greg McMuffin is going to hurt them and hurt their chances. A loss of 8. It's 2nd and 18 with 2:16 to go in this game. Holy Balls still can't get beyond where they started. They're 3rd and 9. Shotgun. Oh, runs into his own back. I think there was a bit of miscommunication there. And he had to throw it out of the back of the end zone. 4th and 9. They're going to go for it. It's too far for a field goal. Greg McMuffin just sacked for another loss of 8. It's 3rd and 26. Marcus Terry's going to run that one in, or pull that one down, excuse me, for a 10-yard catch. We have 3rd and 26 right now for Big Paws. 2 sacks in a row. Let's go ahead and check this one out right now.
Foul. Face mask.
Oh, again, another sack. 3 sacks in a row of Greg McMuffin. His receivers are just not getting open. They're not giving him any chance. They now have to convert on 4th and 34. Meanwhile, Holy Balls are inside the 10, and they just had a loss of 6, so it's 2nd and goal for them. We're going to get that in a second. Oh, they make the catch, but it's only 21 yards. They needed 34, and that may just have done it for Big Paws. They will go out with a bit of a whimper. As we enter the 4th quarter of this game, 31-26, Holy Balls on the charge. Rusty Petway.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's gonna be an end of the season for Big Paws. They'll be happy with the playoff berth. They knew they had to face the toughest first-round team, being the 12 seed. Holy Balls have just taken the lead. LaRon Dickerson runs it in himself. And we got a game here, folks. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and take a look. It looks like Extreme Dentistry just got the first down they needed. I can tell you right now, I just cut away from it, but Holy Balls went for 2 and failed. It's a 1-point game. And we're just going to confirm that, yep, that's going to be the game. Extreme Dentistry will go on. They will face Kathy's Country Cookin'.
There's a flag on the field.
In the next round.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
And we're gonna stick with this one right now because this is our game that is going on at the moment. It is a 1-point game with 4:34 to go.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2. That's a gain of 2 on the play. First down. No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Seeing Moist Adventures again. A lot of time still left to play in this game. This is by no means over.
Number 27 makes the tackle. That's good for a gain of 13 yards. First down.
And they're moving downfield slowly but surely.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the
Defense.
passer will give him even shorter of a field. I didn't mention this yet. We're
Still
guaranteed a
first down.
brand new champion. None of our previous champions, the Marmalade Shack, the Creamy Surprise, and You Need a Clown, qualified. So yeah, we are guaranteed a new champion.
Incomplete pass. Bradshaw, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
The pass ball's incomplete. Hollis was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal. No gain. That brings up 4th and goal.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
The kick is good. Number 21 back to return.
They get the field goal. They take the lead. Sorry, I've been updating this ticker.
Number 29.
There we go. Let's go ahead. And Blowfish Framingham with a 15-yard return for Holy Balls, just barely getting it in there.
Taylor with the reception. That makes it 1st and 10.
But Holy Balls, no quit in this team. And stick around. We've got a second slate of games, 2 more games for you. We've got the 6-seed Crashzone Trampoline Experience taking on the 11-seed Septic Tanks for Jesus. Holy Balls are continuing to just push down the field. And we've also got the 7-seed Mulch Hut taking on the 10-seed Diddler's Family Restaurant. Bunch of at-large teams. CTE, of course, the champions of the CSC. Holy Balls have a chance to take the lead again with 2:18 to go. This is the only game on at the moment. And right when this is done, we'll head over to our other games.
That'll make it second and inches.
Get ready.
Holy Balls will run it in. Rusty Petway, 7 yards in for the touchdown. And will they go for 2 is the question. They are going to go for 2. I'm not sure the real purpose of it. 5 points versus 6 points. A touchdown still, you know, I don't know, but Ron Dickerson gonna run it himself. Cuts in. No, he stopped right at the 1. So with 1:50 to go, Moist Adventures down 4. This could potentially be the last possession of the game if they play it right.
Number 29 runs it back. Kickoff return to 21
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Leg Kick TKO, for the subscription. Now that we are in a brand new month, a brand new year, subscriptions do come with them a certain series of perks. So your subscription has been noted. Once I kind of determine, I have some ideas for the perks. I am banking everyone's, and then when I actually have the full list, I will make that offer to people. But yeah, that's in 2019. Supporting this channel means you get to get to be involved in a piece of the action here a little bit. You get to perhaps influence some of your favorite teams or favorite people from you get to drive the pace car. You know what? Yeah, if you want, like that, I feel like that's such a waste of a thing. I'm talking about something that's actually like, you know, you get to. I'm gonna come up with some cool stuff. There'll be some stuff for Diddler Cup related stuff. There's some South Tucson related stuff. There'll be some 4th and 14 for Moist Adventures. This is something. This is a huge play. This could be the end of the game if they cannot convert it. Spencer Gifts, though, knows how to go deep. He's got a lot of time to throw. It's caught! It's caught by Patrick Bradshaw. That takes him over 100 yards. Moist Adventures stay alive. And this is only the first of 2 games. This is the second of 2 games, actually. The first game is already in the books. Extreme Dentistry will move on to play Kathy's Country Cook in the 4 seed in the next round. The winner of this meets Rancho Robusto. Boy, is that going to be a game to watch next week. Again, these games will be 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays going forward until we get to the championship game, which just happens to be on the same Sunday as another championship game. That was not planned. Not intentional, but, you know, so it is. So it kind of adds as a nice little, you know, pretty cool. This has been one hell of a game. I don't know. Yeah, game of the year. I'd be hard pressed to think of another one. I think just because it's a playoff game, that helps. And, oh, caught! And scrambles. Whole lot of love. 14-yard catch.
That makes it 1st and goal.
21 yards away from mortality. I mean, yeah, these kids could die at any minute's notice. Oh, caught in the end zone, touchdown, Moist! Spencer Gifts throwing for a 3rd touchdown. And they're gonna kick the extra point and make this a 3-point game with 43 seconds to go. The 9 seed, it's a mild upset, but it's an upset nonetheless. And that kick goes all the way back into the end zone. They'll start at the 20. Holy Balls have 43 seconds to get within field goal position. They'll start from their own 20. Can they do it? Wow, it's been such a game. Yeah, that's true. The two-point attempt looking definitely questionable. It could have easily made this a two-point game, although that would have forced Moist Adventures to do it as well. So yeah, you're actually right. But if they kick the extra point, it'd be 39-41. Or actually would have forced.
Jesus Christmas jumping
You
Jehovah!
have missed the game of the season.
I came in just the right time. I am very drunk.
I don't know if that's a shoot or not, but cool.
Listen, y'all. Oh man. So we're less than 30 seconds in. We got the game on the line. Let's do this. All right, let's go.
We had a 21-14 first quarter.
The previous play is under
Holy
review.
Balls and Moist Adventures are now 30 seconds away from the end of the game, unless Holy Balls can march downfield and kick a field goal to tie it up. They're going to review this one, see if he caught that.
After review of the play.
I absolutely trust these children to land these clutch field goals with the game on the line.
Of course. So that's going to be a 2nd and 6. Holy Balls have it from their own 42. 30 seconds to go. After this, we will head down to the Muni for the Mulch Hut and Diddler's Family Restaurant. A 7 versus 10 game, plus we will have CTE versus Septic Tanks for Jesus. That's a first down, 26 seconds to go. Holy Balls on the 50. You got to imagine they got to get down to about the 15. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. What a game this has been. If you've missed it, Extreme Dentistry have moved on to the 2nd round. They won over
Extreme
They defeated Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash by a score of 16-7, and will go on to take on Kathy's Country Cooking in the 2nd round. The winner of this one has Rancho Robusto waiting for them, and man, that is going to be a shootout.
God. I love this dumb sport. 13 seconds to go. Oh my goodness, he missed the check down.
Yeah,
LeBron
2nd and
Dickerson
10
has
for
thrown
Bryan.
over 300 yards.
Yup. Was that Spencer Gibbs they said, or was that the other guy?
Oh, LeBron Dickerson.
Oh, Lauren Dickinson. Yeah, and it's going to be in a losing attempt. 3rd and inches. They've got to get down to the line. I think they just called their final timeout. 5 seconds to go.
Oh boy. Oh
They've
boy.
got to go for the
boy.
end zone at this point. They're going for it. Oh, it was almost picked off.
Oh!
They call the final timeout. It's 4th and inches. 2 seconds to go. It's too far. They're going to go for the end zone. It's win or go home right now. This
Here
is
we
the
go.
final
Here
play.
we go.
Shotgun
Here we go.
snap.
Hold on to your nuts.
Thrown. Deflected and incomplete. That is the game. Moist Adventures.
What a wet wild finish. There's nothing in the world like Moist Adventures Water Park.
They're not going to keep him on the field tonight. They're off the
They're
field
not going to
tonight.
keep them on the water slides tonight.
There we go. I was like, what is the line? I don't know. Well, that is it. A valiant effort. A valiant effort
What a
for
game
Moist
Spencer
Advent
Gibbs.
for Holy Balls, but they
Oh.
will continue to miss out on that playoff victory.
Oh.
They have
3
yet to
years
get
in
that
a row.
playoff win. Still, to this day, no.
Let's go down the other Muni.
Yeah, we're on the other Muni. Kickoff here. The Mulch Hut in green. The 7 seed. They are the 7 seed and an at-large bid out of the Big Small Business Conference. And they are taking on Diddler's Family Restaurant. The 10 seed, an at-large bid, a team that was at one point the #1 ranked team in all of South Tucson.
Yeah. Of course, now they're not, and they don't even have the advantage of playing in their home stadium.
No, they don't. They
the
won't.
Big Diddle.
Unless they somehow.
Oh my God! What a run!
Yeah, Jakari Haynes, the quarterback, cannot count him out. As long as he stays healthy, as long as he stays upright, he is dangerous for Diddlers.
Oh my God. You know, there is a very good chance we might be seeing Jakari Haynes playing his final snaps in South Tucson Youth Football.
It's not going to be just yet because Diddler's in for the touchdown. It's Cody Eaton, the running back. Right off the bat, they score.
I mean, to be fair, there is always a chance Jakari Haynes could be playing his final snaps, not because he's walking away from the game or moving on to high school or anything, but because he is physically incapacitated to cannot play the game of football.
Yeah, I think, you know, we don't really talk about that too much because of names like Herbert Lawson, where that's been such an issue.
Let's go down the other Muni.
Yeah, we got the other Muni going on. This is the other game, the 6-seed Crashzone Trampoline Experience CTE. Taking on Septic Tanks for Jesus, the 11th seed. And the last team in, the lowest ranked at-large team, is Septic Tanks for Jesus. They are on defense, and CTE with a big throw. Clinton Vincent catches that one. And brought down right where he caught it, but no challenge for that play. And we got a big boy QB for CTE. Don't you ever forget that.
Yes, he is. He is the very appropriately named Brandon Nubian.
Yes, Brandon Nubian.
Just so feet. He's just so pale.
He's very pale. And Colin Sharp, the running back, 4 yards there. Mulch are on their own 42. We'll get back to that one in a second.
You can tell the Mulch fans are fired up. They're putting everything inside the mulcher.
Oh yeah, there is just compost heaps everywhere. Bubba Pierre with an 8-yard catch for CTE, and they're looking to score quickly as well. The winner of this one meets the Wandering Lush Irish Pub, who are the 2 seed in the second round, and that was a team that was ranked #1 up until selection day. When I guess the selection committee thought that Rancho Robusto's win over Casa de Gordosa was far more impressive than Wandering Lushes over Kebab Barkers. They kind of struggled against a team that was actually playing in the championship with a losing record. And Nubian will score for the touchdown for CTE.
What a great start for Crashzone Trampoline Experience. Of course, their slam ball facility celebrating their 100th compound fracture this past week.
Congratulations, I think. Is that a thing we celebrate? I didn't think that was a thing that gets celebrated, but hey, you know.
Listen, going up right up the wall of acute angle leg bends.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the quarterback for Septic Tanks for Jesus, Bob Seeger Leonard. Bob Seeger Leonard.
Bob Seeger Leonard of Septic Tanks for Jesus. He is like a rock out there behind the line.
I think it was Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store that has a player named Fuggin' Lou Rawls.
Ah, like a rock!
Just fucking Lou Rawls. And he's going to hang on to himself. Bob Seeger Leonard. 19 yards up the left side for a first down. Septic Tanks for Jesus are a very dangerous team. Quietly dangerous. We're going to head over to our other game. Diddlers in the Mulch hut.
Every game is a feature
must
game.
have made a big stop.
Damn it.
Jakari Haynes had to throw it away. He's throwing it from his own end zone.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
As he is 0 for 1 in pass attempts. And,
probably his first pass attempt, if that's what we're saying. First time he had to pass it. He just kind of ran up the middle. They scored so quickly on that first drive. And coming out of their own end zone. That's going to help. They're going to have to play the field position battle a little bit, I think.
Oh, we're going to leave this down to our punters in South Tucson? Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, hey, it's only so much you can do when you're thrown out of your own end zone, I guess.
Arm punts. It's time to start employing arm punts.
Arm punts. I mean, you know, why not?
Just leg passes.
Like, what? These aren't things.
That makes it first and goal.
I mean,
Let's
who
see.
might have judged, but
Foot catches.
sure.
Oh, man. If South Tucson could ever recruit a kid that could catch balls with their feet, I'd say draft number 1.
That brings up second and goal.
I mean, at that point, you know, yeah, he's got to be able to do a good handstand too.
Yeah, arm punts, leg passes. I mean, that's pretty much rugby or
It
Australian
really is.
rules.
Or Aussie rules, yeah.
Aussie rules football, just like they play it out back Steakhouse.
Exactly.
Person brings him down. No goal. That makes it third and goal.
No rules,
Go.
just the guys in the hats pointing. That was actually me and one of my friends in college really wanted to do that as a Halloween costume. We wanted to be Aussie rules referees. And that way we go to a party. Hey, where's the keg? We just do the point. But we feel like no one would get it other than us, so it would really just be to pop ourselves. But who fucking cares? Septic tanks for Jesus are gonna have to settle for a field goal. And we got a touchdown in the other game. Let's head over there. Just looking at the banner, you team Septic Crashzone might be a great band name. Yes, you're right. As well as the indie band Diddler the Mulch.
Man, I think I've listened to Diddler the Mulch's EP on Spotify.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a little trippy.
Well, one of the bands that I just recently got into is called Jukebox the Ghost. And I didn't realize they're from DC. And so that's Diddler the Mulch makes you think of that. Because, like, equally makes no sense.
Big Paul's Extreme Dentistry. Now that's less of a band name and more just like a horrific murder idea.
Well, it's probably said Big Paul's Extreme. Yes, he is.
Big Paul is extreme in terms of his hatred for minorities.
Yes. And of course, we're talking about the coach / owner of Big Paul's. He's also their head coach. That's Paul Rodriguez. That's always been his name, by the way. Forever and ever.
Oh, Jakari Haynes.
Jakari Haynes. Look at that. 3 yards for 80. 3 rushes for 82 yards. Moist holy. I blame Sajoa Mo for starting that. Sajoa Mo was the one who was always reading it on the bottom.
Moist holy, you say?
Oh no! Don't go Petrino on me. This South Tucson allows a lot of things, but I think it's one of the few things that it's a Petrino-free zone.
Oh, who's the other Petrino that's not as much of a horn dog?
So not Bobby.
Isn't there? Yeah, there's like another Petrino whose name just eludes me, who is not as much of a horn dog and has not burned his bridge out of every job he's ever had.
That I do not know.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, right.
Holy fucking shit. It's interesting to see here the compost pile. It is building up. Oh, is that bone?
Oh yeah, it's definitely bone. I mean, bone is not part of compost, but clearly someone must have fallen into the mulcher.
I think that may just be an effect from wanting to try and escape the alert bunker.
I mean, you know, at that point you just lose your will to live. You're just like, fine, whatever. Hexadecimal Porter the fourth, with the tackle for a loss, the handoff, the pitch play. It was a smart little trickeration there. It's 2nd and 11, and Diddlers would really like to regain the lead here. Meanwhile, Septic tanks for Jesus on about the 50. Bob Seegerlander just rushed for 4 and basically got hit with a back elbow as a tackle.
That's a loss of 3 yards on the play.
It was strong as I could be.
And another loss of yards for Diddlers. This is the problem. They need to be better at protecting their quarterback. Jakari Haynes just does not have it. Oh, God. Oh, again, sacked for a loss of 7. Where is the coverage? And that's going to bring to the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 4th and 21
there was no lineman in front of him.
Like, that just was nothing. Well, we're going to see what happens here. 3rd and 11 right now. We're going to take a look at this game. Airing it out Flag on the play, though. Let's see what this is, and then we'll head over to see that.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer is going to mean. It's going to mean a first down for Septic for Septic tanks. That was called on Sylvester Waffle House.
Oh man, he absolutely smothered his opponent, but it ended up a little diced and peppered, and now it's cost some key field position.
It certainly did. Ripped, chiseled, and jacked. Oh, turnover as Jakari Haynes hit and sacked yet again. What are they doing? But we saw that happen like at the end of the last game where Big Paul's Greg McMuffin got sacked 3 times in a row on a drive where they needed to get a touchdown, and it was just such a problem. And now the Mulch hut will get to start over, and that's incomplete.
It's a shame we couldn't schedule like a Jakari Haynes-Herbert loss-up matchup in prime time. That would have been fucking awesome.
You know,
that would have been like 30 combined sacks in the first quarter.
I almost kind of want to just like unofficially do that game just to see how much they die.
It's gonna be a long day.
It really is a thing I kind of wish I thought of, because like, you know, that's knowing that Haynes just keeps getting hammered is one thing, and then Herbert Lawson's become a joke, like for Shifty Lou's Arcade, that he just keeps dying. So like, I really should have just scheduled that in like non-conference. Shifty Lou's and Diddlers.
Oh boy,
there's
we're
a
punting.
punt.
Yeah, get a look at that punt.
I don't know how I missed this, but Septic Tanks seem to have just scored, and now it's CTE with the ball, and they are moving downfield already.
Leonard has has it in his will that he inherits his Chevy Silverado when he turns 16.
Who's this? Bob Seger Leonard?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Named after the most synonymous voice of Chevy trucks. Yes, we are indeed in the Septic crash zone.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Brandon Nubian, you know, he is appropriately named. Let's look at his. He gets no sunlight whatsoever.
Not a bit. Not a little. Not even a skosh.
Oh, and he's just had 2 rough passes in a row.
Thank you to the new followers who may have just found us out. This is the first round of the playoffs in South Tucson Youth Football. 3 weeks from our championship game. These teams, if they want to win a championship, they have to win this and 3 more games. 4 teams who are rested, who have a bye, are awaiting the winners today, next week, on next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We already know 2 of those matchups. Sorry?
Now, what do you think those teams on their bye weeks, what are they doing to prepare? Obviously studying. Game, film. Yeah, I mean, steroids, amphetamines.
Probably playing Madden.
EPO.
Their parents, I know, are probably practicing some of their martial arts skills or their boxing so they can get into fights in the crowd. Because, I mean, you got to up your game in the playoffs.
Yeah, listen. You are not going to win. You don't win fights in a municipal field crowd nowadays if you have not at least studied up on your BJJ.
That's true. Yeah, you got to really just, you got to be a well-rounded parental fighter. Again, I keep missing scores. Diddlers have scored. It's 14-7 in that one. We're going to keep an eye on this one with Crashzone in the red zone.
Crashzone in the red zone. That's right. It's a double screen experience.
It's a double zone.
It's the double zone.
9-yard catch for Colin Sharp, and with 2 minutes to go in the half, this one's blowing by. 2nd and 1. And yeah, we already know 2 of our second round matchups. It will be Rancho Robusto plus-sized warehouse versus Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park. The 1 versus the 9, and it'll be the 4 seed Kathy's Country Cookin' taking on Extreme Dentistry, the 5 seed, as CTE regain the lead with a touchdown.
The CTE has spread, and it's affecting most of the people in attendance.
It sure has. It is winner of this game meets the 3 seed Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet in the second round next week. Gonna head back to our other game here. Diddlers.
Put it back over to the other side of it. Diddlers, Mulch Hut, Compost, Family Eats.
The Wandering Lush Irish Pub awaits the winner of this one.
Long Island iced tea is made with gin.
I mean, Long Island iced teas have gin in them anyway.
But did they have gin blossoms in them?
No, they don't. Nor do they have gym blossoms.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, some of his blood. I don't know.
It'd be
I'm surprised the 2 or 3 times that the Diddler Cup has come to South Tucson. Actually, yeah, the 3 times last season. That they didn't try to like get some of his blood and use it for something or sell it as a souvenir or something like that.
Just like the best they can do is sell like a Jim Blossom souvenir cup.
Yeah, provide your own plasma, I guess. But that'll be coming back in April. The Diddler Cup Racing Series back in April.
El Copa del Diddler.
I believe so. I'm gonna have to look at the schedule again. I'm pretty sure April's when it's gonna happen. I gotta just kind of make sure of that. I might have to move it to May, but we'll see.
Oh, Jesus, they absolutely snuffed that out of the line.
Wow, great goal line stand.
I don't know. There's still at least 1 more or 2 more downs here.
Yeah, oh no, it's 3rd and goal. But Diddlers, they're spread out on defense, but they see how spread out the Mulch Hut is. And they're going to... Oh! Kurt Fortinal just fakes it by spreading out the wide receivers and comes in for the touchdown. Extra point will tie it. Let's head over to Septic Tanks and Crashzone. Septic Tanks. Bob Leonard tried to rush it. It's 4th and 7. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down, I believe.
That brings up 4th and 7.
Extra point was good. Mulch Hut tied up again.
So we got 2 heaters going on. We're just about to get a halftime at both of them.
Yep, they are taking their time. They want to run down the clock, so if they don't convert, then CTE have as little time as possible. At the very least, Septic Tanks will can convert this and try to get a field goal before the half, but they'd like to take the lead going into the locker rooms. That would certainly be an upset, this 11 seed. Defeating the CSC champions, the CTE, the best conference in South Tucson this season. And they are not going to do it.
Oh! Ow!
That CTE defense now has 20 seconds to move downfield.
Oh, Jesus. Don't ever take Bob Seeger-Leonard to the disco. You would always put him down on the floor, just like the Crashzone front 7
They did just put him down on the floor.
Soon he'll be reminiscing about the days of old. Before he got rung up here late in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I don't know those lyrics though. I only know the one about taking the records off the shelf. That's the only lyric I know.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Just take him.
So, for those who are not familiar, one of oh, fumble! Recovered by Septic Tanks!
We're dick tripping! Oh boy!
Oh, Nubian hammered hard, gives up the football, and Septic Tanks have a 2nd chance. So those unfamiliar, there is a podcast. If you're a big college football fan, I could not recommend enough the Shutdown Fullcast. It's an SB Nation. I don't know if it's under the SB Nation banner, but it's a bunch of people who write for SB Nation. who are funny and talented and just fucking hilarious and just delightful college football fans.
So the bit starts with the main host Spencer being inspired by a tweet he saw about the most ridiculous karaoke experience that everyone had ever been to, and it was an old man at a karaoke bar singing "Old Time Rock and Roll" by Bob Seger, but he just sang the first line every single time, and it whipped the crowd into a fervor.
Which was spelled wrong, but that seemed right.
Yes.
Diddler's gonna take a 3-point lead going into the half, and that's gonna be the halftime. And Septic Tanks get a touchdown!
Oh my God!
They will take it'll be 17-14 in both of our games.
Just take them. Just take them to halftime.
So it kind of became it absolutely reached meme status.
The kick is good.
It 100% reached meme status of basically just take those old records off the shelf repeatedly over and over and over and over and over. And it was just so funny. Oh God, he's gonna sing it again. I hope he says it again.
I would die for this man.
I would die for this man.
The mid-game conference call just as Bama ran the. Oh my God!
As what now?
I'm guessing you watched.
Oh, I watched the game. I watched the game
attempt.
and I listened. Yes, we did. But what were you referring to?
Oh yes, because they did put up the entire conference call, and you'll know exactly when Alabama tries the fake field goal because everybody gathers around and starts cackling like school children.
I need to listen back to it. Well, I haven't listened to the one they did before it either, so like I gotta listen to that. Then I gotta listen to the conference call. Yeah, this is a podcast that it heavily inspires the style and the way that like I wanted South Tucson Youth Football to be. In fact, if I can make this work, and I need to, there needs to be some contract negotiations sent down to the Kentucky area. I'd love for there to be a preview podcast that maybe goes to YouTube only, and then of course the Sunday, of course, being the games themselves. And oh, they muffed the punt, and the Mulch have it. Oh my God!
Oh no! That's a fucking leg pass.
We got a leg pass, I guess. Oh, that child is going to be haunted by this. If this could potentially be the last game of his career in South Tucson Youth Football, and a flag on the play. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Face mask. Everybody take a drink.
All these
what
kids
are you
dumb
drinking?
as hell.
Oh my God, Coach!
Yeah, Coach.
768 Norman, of course. Playing with a heavy heart nowadays with the passing of 542 Norman in a Diddler Cup Racing Series accident.
So yeah, he's playing with a heavy heart. He's playing actually with an enlarged heart, probably too. And
a lot of these
just
kids
like
are playing with a large heart.
Crux Steak with the touchdown, taking the lead back for the Mulch Hut.
Muff, something that the Mulch Hut does in fact sell.
Yeah, probably. Why not? And you know the Mulch Hut, playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They got in. They were the last team to
automatic first down
to suffer their first loss. They're the only team to go 5-0 to start the season. Every other team was 4-1 at best. They were the only 5-0 undefeated team after week 5, and they were upset that didn't give them a #1 ranking. But again, their schedule was really weak. Meanwhile, Septic Tanks for Jesus, short of the goal line. Bob Seger-Leonard tackled, but gets the first down. First and goal for them. So the Mulch Hut playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. This is an interesting matchup because Diddlers as they on the pitch play. Let's head over to that one. Septic Tanks did just run it in, but Marcus Frederick. Go ahead and take a look at this one for a second. Just kind of falls in the end zone, and Marcus Frederick for Diddlers just comes back for this one. And they are magically in the red zone. I guess not magically. They got there by by running it in, but
by field position.
Yes. And Hexadecimal Porter the fourth with the rush up the middle. First and goal for Diddlers. CTE find themselves down 10. Diddlers down 4, trying to just push in to this one.
They're trying to mulch this one out.
Yeah, and the Mulch Huts, their division rival, the Marmalade Shack, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder as well because of that. They're a team that's, the Marmalade Shack, last year's champions, and the Mulch Hut, this is their best season ever. They got that big win over the Marmalade Shack, I believe, in the, did they beat the Marmalade Shack in their game this year? Yes, they did, a 33-26 win in week 7. So the Mulch Hut, believe me, they saw how much, and Diddlers are gonna just pound it right in for the touchdown and take the lead again over the Mulch Hut. Head back over to our other game.
They're pounding it in like you just pound in a plate of Diddler City Sliders.
Diddler City Sliders. We have not really discussed enough and by that I mean come up with any sort of dishes, the menu of Diddler's Family Restaurant, because I immediately think of it like a Sizzler. That's immediately what I think of when I think of Diddler's Family Restaurant. Is it's very Sizzler-esque.
It's Diddleroni and cheese.
Diddleroni and cheese. Are you Beef O'Brady'sing this?
Yes.
I'm not gonna tell you to stop doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and say by all means.
Yes, you can have our Buffalo Diddler sandwich.
Diddler City Sliders. I like that one.
That'll make it 4th and 6.
Wait, are you just replacing Are you replacing words in the items?
The low Diddler nacho.
You're replacing the names of the foods with the word Diddler.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the best strategy, but okay.
The hot and spicy chicken diddles.
Chicken diddles. Oh God. Fried cheese curds that are called, of course, the fried diddlets. Yeah. Chicken diddles for the kids. Chicken diddle soup.
Yes, chicken diddle soup, and of course, creamy diddle soup. It's just tomato soup.
There's really no way to tell what the soup is. There's no, like, all the important words are changed to diddler or diddle that you have no idea what you're ordering.
Some of them I feel would be more obvious. Like, you would get a nice diddle-stroni.
Yeah.
Or some New England clam diddle.
That's easy. And Bob Seeger Leonard off to the races. Look at him go. Tackled inside the 25. 46 yards for Bob Seeger Leonard.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Bob Seeger Leonard actually is starting to have a full goatee like a actual Bob Seeger.
Yeah, he was
this is a side effect of the Cousinade.
He was a grown-ass Bob Seeger. Mulch Hut stopped at the goal line. Let's head over to that game. Trying to regain the lead. This is a
face mask.
Man, this has been a hell of a first round. This is one of those things where you look at it, you say, you know what? Good on the committee for picking the right teams, because again, we had Moist Adventures in a close one. We got 2 games that are basically neck and neck right now.
Oh, geez. You got all the Georgia and Ohio State fans to tune out of the stream by telling us that the committee picked the right teams.
I know, right? And Crux Steak regaining the lead with a touchdown.
Another touchdown for Crux Steak.
Let's head back to the other games. Oh, big stop there after that huge gain. It's 4th and 15 for Septic Tanks for Jesus. They're going to have to go for it based on where they're positioned.
The diddled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, why not? I mean, pretty sure it's a grilled cheese, right? It's a diddled cheese. What does that mean?
Septic takes up by 10.
Up by 10. This is a pretty. This is the biggest lead we've seen really any team have today.
Let's
You know,
get
Diddler's and Mulch
stupid.
has
It's
been
time
neck
for the
and neck.
fourth quarter.
And a turnover, so it's CTE ball. And the binging Texan await the winner of this one.
Once we get to the point, like 10 years, where everybody starts posting like their 2019 versus 2029 photos, these kids are going to have some horror stories to tell over the next 10 years.
Target the reception. That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
This is it. Crashzone Trampoline experience. They are down to potentially their final quarter of the season. Not if.
That they are, and well, this is 4:31 to go. And they are pushing downfield. They've got a lot of time, and Diddler, nice first down pitch play to hexadecimal quarter to the 4th. First down for Bubba Pierre, 11-yard catch. Let's head back over to that game for a second. Diddler's on the drive. It's just been back and forth for these teams. Nice pitch play again to the running back. Frederick gets 6 yards on that one. They really like that option play.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's 2nd and inches for CTE. Let's head back to that one.
Folks, we're just flipping through here. We got playoff football.
I mean,
going
that's
on
the thing.
here
It's so
and
hard.
only here.
There's just so much action to go through that it's really hard to keep it all straight. But we're trying to give you all the important moments in these
I mean,
games.
where else are you going to watch playoff gridiron football?
Exactly, especially we did pick CT to get to the finals. This would be a huge upset for both of our brackets.
Oh, geez, man, we look like idiots.
And Brandon Nubian sacked for a loss of 5, 2nd and 15 by Deontay Thibodeau.
2nd and 15.
The famed
Deontay
Thibodeau family.
Oh,
Their
man.
roots run deep in South Tucson. The Thibodeau family.
So is Big Daddy Thibodeau stock car driver just like the famous Dudley family father figure who had like several thousand children in a salesman's job?
3rd and 15.
I'm willing to go with that canon, yeah.
From the Twisted Steel section of South Tucson.
Wait, who was from that section?
I forget which Dudley it was that was from the Twisted Steel section of Dudleyville.
Bring up 4th and 5.
I really wish someone just tried to make a Dudley family tree. Like, it didn't have to be accurate, just, you know, make one. I'm sure that it exists. It's wrestling. So if someone took the movie Bloodsport and came up with as much of a bracket as possible based on the fights they showed, someone bothered to do that.
Oh, man.
They took all the fights that were shown in the Kumite and made a bracket of what they think the Kumite basically was. And Diddler's up, down to the goal line. We got both teams in the red zone. We're going to keep an eye on this right now.
This is
Let's
it.
stick with this one. Crashzone Trampoline experience. Brandon Newman fakes the handoff. Touchdown CTE. Let's head over to the other one. Red zone opportunity for Diddlers to take the lead.
Red Pot cooking!
Frederick is brought down in the backfield. There's a face mask on the play, so it's a first down and goal. And CTE only down by a field goal now with 2:30 to go. 4:10 to go in this one. Once we get out of the red zone here, we will get back to our other game, which is closer to a final score. Second and goal. They're inching a little bit closer. Jakari Haynes down to the 2. Septic Tanks for Jesus have it from their own 40, I believe. It's 2nd and 9. Sorry, their own 35. Ah, nice pitch play. Jukes it. Frederick gets the touchdown. He's in with the score.
Marcus Frederick puts it in.
And we're heading back to Septic and Crashzone, getting down to the last 2 minutes of this one. What a pair of games we've got. We're trying to keep with all the action as best as we can. Oh my God, someone's done the W Slam history. Of course they have. Thank you, CM Chainsaw. You are the best. That's incredible.
Okay, so they picked out a location for it. How many Dudleys are available?
Oh, you're already reading this then. Cool.
I'm at least skimming over this. Charleston, Pennsylvania. That's right on the New York border.
They're trying to find where Dudleyville is. All right, it's 4th and 2 and a punt for Septic Tanks. Crashzone could take the lead with under a minute and a half to go. The punt is going to go all the way down inside the 40. CTE have a minute and a half to either tie this one up or take the win outright. Crux Steak up the middle again, 13 yards.
Oh, Crux Steak is coming through. This is ultra rare form for Crux Steak. He is not well done just yet with 3 minutes left to go in this ball game.
He's got a lot more in the tank. Flag on the play. That's going to move him even further. But there's 3 minutes to go. Step back to CTE and Septic Tanks. 1st and 10. They cross the 50 and a flag there. These kids, dumb as hell, completely undisciplined as far as that goes.
Yeah, these kids are just dumb. I mean, we love it, but it's a disgrace to the game. But we absolutely.
But they're good kids.
They're good kids.
They're good kids. Bradley Ruffin with a catch. 12 yards. 1st down for the Mulch hut. Head back to that one in a second. CTE dropped, but another flag. Oh, they're getting moved downfield. They're getting stopped, but they're moving downfield on these penalties. Red zone for the Mulch hut and a flag. Man, these kids are getting desperate. They're going for the eyes. They're going for the jaws. I mean, they are just getting desperate. It just shows how much it means to these kids.
You know how, like, the, I guess, are you vaguely aware of how, like, the Portland Timbers will have, like, a dude just saw a piece of a log off with a chainsaw before the game?
Of course.
I like to imagine, like, the Mulch hut, whenever they score a touchdown, they just run a log through a wood chipper, but the spray just ejects right into the fans' faces.
Just into the crowd.
Yes.
It's like a Gallagher show. But the crowd loves it. Like, yeah, every time they score a touchdown, they feed a log into the mulcher. Touchdown, Mulch hut!
Oh, that's it! They're gonna put another log on the mulcher.
Oh my God, I love it! I love it. We need to start doing this shit. This is great. I love it. This is like lore now.
God, you hate to wonder what
CTE.
Septic Tanks for Jesus does.
Touchdown, CTE! Bubba Pierre!
Bubba! Pass the gravy, please, Bubba Pierre! With less than a minute to go!
Holy crow!
Unbelievable. Of course, there are some who might say they might have left too much time on the clock.
They might have.
In the same case with this other game, we have less than 2 minutes left in both games. Yep. This will decide who advances to the quarterfinal round, the Elite Eight.
Yep, the winner of Diddlers and the Mulch hut has the Wandering Lush waiting for them. Jakari Haynes sacked for a loss of 8.
Oh, jeez.
They're gonna hurry up for this one. It would what an upset it would what an upsetting way to lose it would be if that's how it goes. And Septic Tanks stopped for a gain of 7, 51 seconds. They called their first timeout.
You know, you just hate to see what Septic Tanks for Jesus does to celebrate with their touchdowns.
Yep. All right, here we go. Diddlers on a 4th and 18. They had a pass drop, wide open pass drop for the first down. Can they do it? Gonna air it out.
Oh my God!
Oh, it was thrown, but there's a flag on the play. Diddlers may have just been given a second chance.
Personal foul.
Oh shit!
Roughing the passer. We'll get back to that one in just a second. It's 3rd and 1.
That lethal PI offense. Oh my God. 35
Taken down for a loss
left.
of 2. Norris Harwell. It's 4th and 3. 27 seconds. Septic Tanks have one more timeout. They're hanging on to it. Throwing downfield. It's no good. It is incomplete. It's a turnover. And CTE may have just done it. CTE may have just come from behind to win this game.
And Bob Seger Leonard, well, they may have to put those records back on the shelf.
And they are going to go ahead and kneel this one out. It will be a win for CTE.
We'll get back to that later. We got a minute left at Diddlers versus the Mulch.
This is going to be it. That is the final score.
Oh, what a check down. All right, this is it, 4th and 3. Game pretty much on the line here at this point.
Pretty much 4th and 3. Can Jakari Haynes do it? A lot of time to throw. He's got to catch. First down.
Oh, they're moving the chain. Oh, my God. With 2 R's for that double dose of reception.
Yeah, absolutely. Big catch up the middle. Huge catch. Hexadecimal Porter.
Hexadecimal Porter.
1st and 10, 38 seconds. Clock still ticking.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Jakari Haynes with that
dumps it off with a flag on the play. Stops the clock. Most importantly, gives him a first down and moves him even closer.
Defense.
He's only 5 for 10 with 32 yards, but they've been running it.
Dude, Jakari Haynes is like a Flintstone quarterback. He's only been like 5 for 10, but he just had the most important pass of the game.
Pretty much. It was like 31 yards of those 32 were from that.
Here we go, ball.
Diddler! Hexadecimal Porter the 4th!
With the full extension! Oh my God!
What a play! You can't even make this shit up! Like, we haven't been going off topic at all because this has been great! I fucking love this shit!
And we fucking tried!
We tried to go off topic! We can't! This has been too much fun! Holy hell!
Number 26, back to return.
Jesus Christmas! And the Mulch have 23 seconds to kick a field goal.
Kickoff return 21 yards.
Oh my God.
Wow, a field goal will tie it and take this game to overtime. A touchdown could win it all. They get over the 50. 19 seconds ago, the first timeout. They still have 2 timeouts.
Oh man.
Wow.
This is
The Wandering
awesome.
Lush awaits the winner of this game.
And that kid deserves a beer for making that
He does.
catch.
Another catch. Wes Ernst, 20-yard catch for the Mulch Hut.
Oh my God.
They
Ernst
are moving
goes
even
to the
closer.
sideline.
12 seconds. Throwing it up the middle. Oh, almost picked off. Bo Cox almost got his hands onto that one. That would have brought an end to this game
Makes it 2nd and 10.
before you could even say Diddler to the Mulch.
All right,
10
here we
seconds. 2nd and 10. It's too far for a field goal. That is broken up. 3rd and 10. 7 seconds to go.
This is for all the baked diddle-taddle skins.
This is for all the mulchables. The mulchables.
This is
They're
for
gonna
all
run it
the
up the middle. They're
spaghetti
trying to
and
get.
diddle
Oh,
balls.
what on earth was that play call? 3-yard run up the middle.
Coach!
Timeout. 4th and 7. This is too
Well,
far of a field goal.
they wanted to get him closer to the center.
They tried.
But,
Honestly, they tried to get into field goal range. They're gonna throw it. No good. Quinn Gershwin with the play. Diddlers will hold on.
Why didn't you just kick it there?
That was probably too far of a field goal. What? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What a game. What heartbreak for the Mulch Hut.
Oh, the surrender Cobra's coming out.
Oh, the surrender Cobras. The fans just covered in.
They got sawdust and splinters. They got wood shrapnel in their eyes for absolutely no reason.
Oh, you gotta feel the heartbreak for these kids and for the fans and for the parents. There's that catch. What a catch it was. That was the game winner. Hexadecimal Porter the fourth.
The
Diddlers versus the Wandering Lush. A battle between two teams that were at one point ranked #1. What a game.
And of course, when Diddler's Family Restaurant wins, you get free onion diddles at any
Ew.
participating
That
Diddler's
sounds
Family
disgusting.
Restaurant.
That does not sound appetizing whatsoever. Nothing about that sounds good.
To be fair, there is only one participating Diddler's Family Restaurant because it's the only one.
I mean, yeah, they don't franchise this. Somehow they don't franchise this, and yet they are able to afford that gigantic stadium.
not inside North America, they don't.
Fair enough.
Would it not surprise you if there was a Diddler's Family Restaurants dynasty in like Taiwan or something?
I feel like there'd be knockoff ones in Southeast Asia. I don't know.
Like how South Korea at one point was just like the capital of Bennigan's.
Yeah, was that for real?
That was for real.
I believe you on
sadly, Sadly, they exited the South Korean market.
Oh God, I appreciate the viewers for this exchange. Someone asking what is on the sandwich known as the Diddler, and the answer is veal. It's the youngest meat. You're correct. That is the best answer. We're not gonna come up with something better than that.
You're right.
Dodlers is the knockoff name of the restaurant. You're right on that one. Well done, all y'all, on that one. Holy shit. Let's go ahead and roll through this this second round, because what a first round it was. We'll be joining you next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern for the second round of this. Rancho Robusto plus-sized warehouse, the #1 seed, faced the 9 seed Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park. That is going to be a game and a half. Wow. 4 seed versus 5 seed. Kathy's Country Cookin' versus Extreme Dentistry. In the
Extreme.
on the other, and one of those 4 teams is going to be making it to the championship game. That's one side of the bracket. On the other side of the bracket, #2 seed Wandering Lush Irish Pub taking on 10 seed Diddler's Family Restaurant. What a game that's going to be.
Oh my goodness. When the pub and the family restaurant come together, you're going to get overcharged for your meal.
It's bar versus restaurant. And of course, the other one, the 3 seed Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet taking on the 6 seed Crashzone Trampoline Experience. Winners.
When the binge sauce meets the trampolines,
You're gonna vomit.
Or concrete fractures.
You should probably go to this. You should probably go to the Trampoline Experience before you go to the buffet. I'm just gonna suggest you that one. Don't go
Not
in
with
the
that
opposite
attitude.
order. Don't go in the opposite order. That's it for us, RJ. What a game! What a series of games today.
Oh my goodness, that was great.
This is. Thank you all for joining us. If you haven't already, please follow the channel. We'll be back with more of this, more playoff action. We're down to 8 next Sunday with the quarterfinals, the second round of the playoffs. And we'll go from 8 to 4 from there. Thank you for joining us. There'll be something on the channel next between now and then. Do keep an eye out for the Golasso League, the Inglese Invitational. That'll be something that IRM's partnering up with. I don't have anything to do with that other than just being the host of it. And yeah, what a game! What a series of games! God, I love this stuff. You know, when the games are good, man, they're good.
When the games are great, they're outstanding.
They
when
are.
the games
Yeah.
are fine, we can at least banter for a bit.
Yes, yes. Do check out Caveman's stream tonight at 8. He's doing what's he doing? And his NXT thing, I guess. I don't know what that is. I don't know what game he uses for that, but it should be fun. It's always fun.
Brock Lesnar dropped the Corona Borealis?
Yeah, apparently I missed it too. I had to work on Friday night.
Holy shit! This is like when San Martino dropped the belt.
I know. So you know, all sorts of crazy shit's happening. So thank y'all for joining us. Till next week. Keep on tuning. No. So long, Arizona.